Islam, Shalom, Hola, Osio, Assalamu Alaikum, Bonjour. This is your brother Zach Bay, Indigenous American Moor, coming to you live in full effect. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell down below so you can be notified whenever I'm dropping new content. Leave a comment, interact with me. Thank you, I really do appreciate your viewership. Let's jump into another one. Talking about current events, more of the election. It hasn't even been a week yet since Donald Trump won the election and took office, or technically hasn't even taken office yet because he hasn't been sworn in once again. So just a little bit I've heard about some of the plans that are up and coming for this new, pretty much what his cabinet, some of the members of his cabinet is going to be planning to do, you know, just some of the things that are on the agenda. So I heard RFK Jr. speaking about some of the things that he wants to do that Trump assigned him to do within like the first 2 years, going after like the FDA, big pharma, banning the use of certain chemical additive to our food. I think I spoke about that in one of the last video. We're banning the chemical additives from our food and things of that nature. But along with that, they're saying that the stock market has gone up. So stocks have increased just within some days. Also, along with the stocks increasing, I believe something went down, right? The rates, the interest rates. So the Fed lowered interest rates. You know, that's good for business for everybody. So lower interest rates, stock market is up. We're going to be getting our food and our drug administration back on track. Getting some of these corrupt politicians and officials out of office. Also, something else I heard, allegedly the Epstein list, Jeffrey Epstein, and like the list that Ghislaine Maxwell had of, like, you know, people who took flights to his island and things of that nature. Also, P. Diddy's videotapes, I heard allegedly that those should be declassified for the public. So that's very interesting to see if we can actually get a full list, not a redacted list of people who took part in like those wild parties or those trips to that private island where who knows what kind of deviant things went on there, honestly. So I think it's a step in the right direction. Like, it's not gonna be an overnight fix, but as far as progression and wheels turning in the right direction, and you know, it kind of seems like we're gonna be getting right back on track for this country to be doing well again. He's also did things to help out like farmers and stuff like that. So making sure our food is good, making sure the farmers can constantly, you know, keep producing food instead of being paid to not produce. So yeah, it seems like, you know, stuff is going in the right direction. You know, I'm not really for like any of these parties that we currently have, Democrat or Republican, are more so of an independent, you know. But as far as, you know, this country getting back on track and moving in the right direction to where we should be going and where we should be, I feel like the Republican Party in this instance, with the candidate in office and the cabinet members that he's assembling, I think we might have a good chance of, you know, turning this country around. I'm sure it's not going to be able to happen in 4 years. That's fairly quick, but hopefully we can start moving in the right direction and pretty much and lay like a good framework and groundwork for us to continue on that path, so we're never turned around or deviated, or we never deviate from that path again, for our nation and our country to get better. Also, one of the things I heard that Trump is going to do is start mass deportation of illegal immigrants, migrants, whatever, out of this country. So, you know, the stress that this massive influx of non-citizens have caused on a lot of these like so-called sanctuary cities, a lot of the blue states, where a lot of the influx of these people were moved to and shipped to, it has become a burden on the citizenry of any tax-paying member of the public, anybody who lives in these cities. Like, I know for a fact Chicago, Illinois, is having a really tough time with the migrants, and there was recently a tax increase from their mayor, I believe, a tax increase. The mayor or the governor did a tax increase for them in order to fund the migrant crisis in their state. So that's not really good for anybody, anyone who's paying taxes, and you know, and they're not getting anything for it. Like victims of Hurricane Helene weren't able to get that like $750 like FEMA check. People are getting denied from it, but yet there's, you know, people coming over here from other nations and they can just get free lodging, free food, free health care. There's a new program, I believe, if it's not California, forgive me, but it's a state where there's a new piece of legislation where they said they'll help first-time home buyers who are non-citizens. So this program pretty much helps anybody who's not a citizen of the United States buy their first home in the United States with an extra $25,000 boost, for the most part, like a grant or something like that. So also the programs of people getting free lodging for up to 2 years without having to pay any type of rent. You know, like they don't have these, they claim to not have funding to do any type of program like this for American citizens, but yet they can bring immigrants and migrants over here, and they can somehow have all the funding for these programs, and it's coming out of the taxpayer's pocket. So, you know, you, me, anybody who works, anybody who's getting taxed on a day-to-day basis, any taxes that's going toward, you know, food, gas, whatever, of course, you know, Social Security, income tax, all that stuff, you know, hey, you're paying for it, I'm paying for it, we're all paying for it, and we're not getting any benefit. So, you know, hopefully things start to turn around. But I really just wanted to touch base. I would really love to hear from you down in the comments. Let me know anything that you might have heard that might be a progression for this, for the new, pretty much for the new regime that's in office right now. Anything new that might be, that you might have heard about, that might be beneficial for, you know, the American people getting the country back on track. I really like to hear from you. Hey, I just wanted to touch base. This is your brother Zach Bay. Peace.